Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for May the 23rd through to the 29th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me thank you for the beautiful, loving, supportive, positive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Now, let's get to you. Let's get to the energy of the cards. We start with the Six of Swords, so this is definitely a week where we move forward. Now, this could mean for a lot of you, since it is a travel card, that you will be traveling, you will be making plans for traveling, you could be moving. That would be another one here, but definitely travel. So you're either making plans or you are traveling this week, or you're making plans for a vacation, a getaway. Maybe it is that move to a newer place to live, a different place to live. But in a general reading, this is moving forward towards our desires, our dreams. Now, Mercury does finally go direct, so now we are down to 3 planets in retrograde. So things should be picking up slightly for all of us. Okay, and it's not going to be full speed ahead because we do have 3 planets still in retrograde, and one of them being Mars, one of them being a very personal planet. So, but it is starting to move us in the right direction. Okay, Jupiter led the way with the expansion of our dreams and our desires moving first, and now Mercury, our voice, our communication, our connection to how we want to go forward. So definitely moving forward, maybe with somebody else, because somebody else is in that boat, although I got that kind of as hindsight rather than when I was holding the card. Six of Wands is you're moving forward towards your success. Okay, this is the success card, and it immediately follows the Six of Swords. So success. Now, if you're going on a trip, it's going to be beautiful, probably. Okay, because this shows a successful journey forward. So wherever you are planning the move in your life, or the vacation in your life, or the day trip in your life, know that chances are you are going to enjoy it. But it's, we also don't rest on our laurels here. So the whole time we're away, we need to work on one part of our lives. Now, when I go away, it's my spirituality I work on. I'm climbing mountains, I'm going in forests, I'm finding bodies of water and streams to follow, and grounding myself in nature as much as possible. That's probably the highlight of any adventure I go on. For each of us, it's different, but it could very well be, because what else are you going to work on your vacation? You're not going to take work with you. Please don't do that. It's supposed to be a vacation. So spirituality is probably the easiest one to work into any type of vacation or getaway. Now, in career, work, stature in the community, okay, people are supporting us right now. People are helping us get to where we need to go. They're cheering us on. They're lending support. We are in armor here, so we want to keep working. We want to keep going forward. This isn't a time to rest. This is a time to keep moving forward in your dreams. So if you're going on vacation, then maybe it's daydreaming and planning about your goals, your desires, your dreams, how big you want it to grow, what would be the next best thing. But leave the laptop, the cell phones off, okay? Four of Wands sits directly to that, so it is about building your security, your empowerment, your strength. This is also the proposal card, so maybe that's happening in your life. Maybe you are negotiating contracts. Maybe you are negotiating different things within groups of people, an individual perhaps. But this is the basis of security. This is making sure that our cornerstones are strong so that we can build upon them in the coming months and the coming years, actually. Right? The journey never ends. Four of Pentacles crosses over all 3 of those cards. So this is where you really need to embrace who you are. And the last week, especially in the dailies, that came up a lot, to embrace who you are, your imperfections, your strengths, your fears. But embrace who you are. Go within and see the treasure of who you are. That was really, last week for the dailies, that was really a theme, hitting in different areas, but always the same kind of energy to bring in that balance, okay? And here, this card is saying that you really do need to embrace what you truly can do well, what you bring to the table, your talents, your abilities. And something could be holding you back. So now's the time to face it. Now's the time to look it in the eye. Now's the time to say, this doesn't work for me anymore. This gave me a security once upon a time. I don't need it anymore. This was a false sense of security. Now that I look at it with new eyes, but it's something from the past, and it's something that's kind of keeping you, the fear of moving forward, and the fear of showing your talents and your ideals. Maybe it's communication. Mercury is communication, so maybe your ideas, your plans, what you bring to the table, your communication. Our underlying energy is the Knight of Wands, and that is looking backwards and understanding that anything that we have gone through on our path, or what we are currently going through on our path, but more than often this is something in our past, we need to grasp onto not the lesson, but the wisdom we took away from that lesson, because it is going to be something that we need to lean on again going forward. So it could be a new lesson portrayed in a different way, or the same lesson portrayed in a different way, to see what we actually use from the wisdom we gained the last time we walked through a similar experience. So this one isn't as much about deja vu as other cards in the deck, but it does give you this opportunity to look back. So if you're reminiscing a little bit this week, don't be surprised by it, but pay attention by what it is pulling you back to, what thoughts, because it's trying to take you back. God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe is trying to take you back to that moment in time. So, and please don't watch it with emotion. Detach yourself from the emotion. Watch the lesson that you walked through and the wisdom that you gained that was imparted to you when you went through that, so that you will be able to use it, maybe not this week, maybe not next week, but in the near future, definitely, because it is an underlying energy. It's preparing us. Now, our overriding energy is the Empress. So what a beautiful card, because this is new beginnings. This is creative new beginnings. This is, walking into your passions, your dreams, your desires. So what is it you desire? What is your passion? What is your dream? Because this is stepping into new creative ventures. Okay, this is a lot of creativity. Your creativity is sparked. So this is the time to grow our dreams because we can be more creative and flexible with our thinking and what can be, what can become if we want to work towards that goal, that dream, that desire, or who we want to become. So this is a beautiful time to project some of your dreams and grow them. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the new day dawning. So, this card where it sits tells me that you're very firm in understanding this week that there are new beginnings for you, new ways of being, okay? It could be in health, it could be in spirituality, it could be in love, it could be in work, it could be in any area of your life. That you'll have to look at your personal life and what you are working towards, what your priorities are, what you want the new creative growth to be in. Is it your lifestyle? Is it your diet and exercise? Is it your spirituality? Is it something work related, job related, career related? Is it in love? This is your new day dawning. And this tells me that, through meditation, through prayer, through alone time with your thoughts, and we did have where, you can go on vacation, work on that spirituality, tap into your thoughts, get grounded in nature, get grounded, and talk to yourself, God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe, and understand the new day that is around the corner for you, the new day dawning. Absolutely. Now, down at the bottom is all these sunflowers, and they're big, and they're beautiful, and they're bold, okay, and they started as seedlings. So once upon a time, on a new moon, you planted some seeds, and this is the harvest coming to be. This is your new day dawning. This is time to reap the rewards of past actions, or to understand how you want to go forward because of certain circumstances that you've walked through in your life so far, in your prior path. We have the Seven of Cups. So we need to prioritize. We need to understand where our focus needs to be. We can't allow for people to give us a lot of jobs, a lot of duties, a lot of obligations right now. It really needs to be centered on what we think is important in our life. So it's okay to say no to people. You know, when somebody comes and asks you to do something and you say, I'm sorry, I can't do that, okay? They walk away and they're, disheartened because now they've got to go and ask somebody else. You probably couldn't have done it the way you could have done it. But you have time to process the request then and see if it works into who you want to represent to the outside world, who you want to be, who you want to become, your dreams, your passions. Does it work into your routine? Is it doable? Can I help? Because we want to help when we can. I mean, that's all part of it. But we don't want to just say yes to everything and find out that we've got a bunch of other people's obligations on our plates, responsibilities on our plate. The next day, you can always phone them and say, hey, if you still need somebody, I found out that I can do that. You will be like a hero to them, okay? You just went up like 10 notches on the friendship pole. Like, you are a lifesaver now. Because chances are most people won't say yes right away. You would. So think about it. Make sure it works into your plans, because it's almost like a bunch of obligations and responsibilities can come your way, or you've already got too much on the go, and you really need to understand where you can delegate certain things in your life, where you can free up time, money, resources for yourself and your dreams, your desires. As we go into the weekend and into next week, we start with the Strength card. So there needs to be a strength, a belief in yourself, what you can do, what you can accomplish, what you bring to the table, what you stand for. And it's coupled with the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. This is almost, I'm thinking spontaneous and with friends. To go out there and, it might take strength for whatever you need to do. So it might be putting yourself in a very uncomfortable position, maybe presenting to a group, being the leader in a group. Those kind of things where you would have to stand among your peers and be the leader. That could very well be, or something that you want to lead. And maybe you're shying away from that because you don't think you'll get the support. It's really going to take your strength to stand up and say, I want to do this. And so that's a lot of the energy, is being able to walk forward in some way and have a courageous act, but within a group or community, or maybe it's even just family. And usually with the Page of Swords, I kind of, hesitate on the whole knee jerk. But I think you're going to know what it's like it's already been in play. You've already been thinking about this, or you've already been approached to do this. Okay, and it's going to take courage, but it will help you move forward in some way. It could even be something a little spontaneous, where somebody turns to you and say, so and so didn't show up, can you get up there and do the presentation, kind of thing. So it's going to take a little bit of courage and belief in yourself and where you want to go forward, but it works for you somehow if you take that little bit of a leap of faith. And I don't think it's huge here. I think it's something that you have been thinking towards, and you need maybe more of a belief in yourself, a strength in yourself, to actually put yourself into the position that's calling you out to be into. But I think you should go for it if it presents itself. Now, love, relationships. I'm talking way too much here. This is going to be a 30-minute video by the time I'm done. Love, relationships, we have judgment. Okay, so this isn't jumping to conclusions. This isn't making fast judgments when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. And I think there's a little bit of mystery involved here. So maybe it's something you uncover. Okay, especially, well, even if you're just looking at somebody rather than being in a relationship with them, and you want to approach them, and now you've heard this and you're not sure. It's not making rash judgments, quick judgments. It is investigating. It's asking questions. It's getting the right information. It's not falling prey to gossip, and it's definitely not starting gossip. Okay? We want to use strong judgment in everything we do within relationships. We don't want to jump the gun on a perceived notion, or we see a fraction of time and And that's where, companies these days, they get people on the bottom of your receipt, phone in, and we might give you a free fries or a gift certificate, or if you do an online survey, because it's not fair for anybody to judge a situation based on one person walking in and getting a 30-second snapshot and then saying that's what it's like here, that's who they are here. So we really need to broaden our horizons, take the blinders off to see people as they truly are. It might even lead, we're looking for new relationships. Let's see here. Well, we have our new day dawning, and we have a beautiful creative path opening up for you. Beautiful energy. The Empress, I would think, also leans towards new relationships starting. Might include travel. You might need to travel to find that someone special. And if you are in a relationship, maybe getting away together, completely detaching, unplugging from your everyday routines will open up a whole new avenue of conversations and talks that will grow your relationship deeper and stronger. For job, career, money, finances. We have a beautiful card, actually, the Ace of Pentacles. This is new beginnings in a path of abundance. Absolutely. This could be well-being as well. Usually with this card, though, something comes to spur us on. Something helps moves us forward. And I can't, you know, I'm back to this kind of story here again at the end of the week, where we might be asked to do something, or we want to go forward, or we end up being the spokesperson or something along those lines, and really leaning into our strength. That's where this might come. This might happen in a work setting more than a relationship setting. Okay, this is something coming in to help you move forward in some way, and it usually appears in the form of a gift. It could be a monetary gift, it could be a mentor coming in sharing their wisdom. Okay, so this is new paths opening up to you, and usually something comes in to help you, spur you on to that moment. So if things happen in your life, especially if you get a small gift that kind of seems out of place, pay attention to that gift, because it could be giving you a small clue on the direction you need to take forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.